It's not, you know what I mean? Like when we came in, Moors used to, we just go to the county, put our papers in. Now Moors go to the county, county's like,
sending it back.
sorry,
Yeah.
we can't file this here because, you know what I mean, it's against whatever like that. And then Moors are frantic, they don't know what to do and whatever like that. And then they say, okay, well, we'll just send it out ourselves. Then Moors started sending out writs, and then they started getting replies, governors writing them back and stuff like that. Yeah, we recognize it, thanks for letting us know about your status or whatever like that. Now they don't even reply to people. They don't even care that you're making a proclamation. You know what I mean? And now it's getting to the stage where, you can't even print paperwork properly. It's printing messed up on the paper. You know what I mean? Printer's not working. This is not working, that's not working, can't find somebody to signature your stuff and all that. You go to the notary, notary's like, nah, we can't accept this. So it's getting harder. But that's more to show that it's becoming more of a mindset again. That it's not about paper and cards and IDs. It's about can you, or not even can you, it's about are you vibrating on the frequency where, you're gonna want to be foster parent. You vibrating on the frequency that you can go to Mexico, and somebody in Mexico is gonna say, hold on a second, you don't go there and do stuff like that. Come with me, let me show you something. You know what I mean? Because the world is going through this change. You know what I mean? It's not just, like people who are not in the know and then coming into the know. You know what I mean? Even people who are in the know they're even evolving further than where they are. You know what I mean?
And even with them not accepting certain things now, paperwork and whatnot, it in a sense it's the only way it can go because they're not de jure. So they should have never been accepting the paperwork in the first place.
Because they don't have the authority.
They don't have the authority. So what they're telling you is that, listen, we don't have the authority to be accepting these papers. So in actuality, it's telling you that they're not de jure, they're de facto. So to me, I look at it as a win, it's a plus. Okay, they're finally coming out and saying, listen, we can't touch this. You know what I mean? We don't have that jurisdiction, we don't have the authority to touch this. So,
You're good to go.
yeah, no matter which way you look at it, it's a win.
All right. Got this one from Najwa Veronique Hawa L. And her email, Dear Kudro, Taj, Raz, Anaid, all Moors, Islam. I pray this email letter finds you all in good health and welfare. My appellation is Najwa Veronique Hawa L. I have not written any writs as of yet due to certain incomplete understandings of all it involves to properly write such writs notifying and asserting my protected liberty and immunities, right? So perfect, right where we're at, right? That if you realize that you're not really there yet to write, it's all right, no worry. It just means that you gotta put in some more time. You know what I mean? You're only gonna, the only, was it Jordan? The only shot you miss is the one you don't take.
Jordan.
The only shot you miss is the one you don't take. So if you're taking shots, it doesn't matter whether you miss or get it because you're taking them. Right? Therefore, I continue to educate myself and undo the mental slavery, indoctrination, and false claims by those who have exercised control over me as a product therein. Today I write to the four of you collectively to share with you 2 items I located on the internet which proves to added considerable understand to me. Today I write to the four of you collectively to share with you 2 items I located on the internet of which proves to added considerable to me in learning what I need to know about the history of the USA, US, its agents and agencies, etc. I am fully aware that the information and knowledge that each of you bring to us via local classroom instruction, broadcast, video presentations across the internet and internet media and literature solidifies you as knowledgeable authorities on the subject at hand. I am also aware that while many people are in the know, some of us coming into this knowledge are still piecing it together mentally. With that difficulty in mind, trying to undo the violation imposed upon us in real time, trying to study and sort through law and history can be quite a daunting task. At the same time, trying to give the necessary information to the masses of unenlightened people, coupled with your own real-time needs, can cause things to be missed. In other words, for those coming into the information, we have had to catch up with where you, the active Moors, are quicker than normal. Had we received this information at birth and home and redirect our energies appropriately to make the necessary changes. Knowing all of this and what it personally takes for me to be effective in any endeavor and remain focused in my growth, I offered to help and accepted the mandate of the Prophet to become active in uplifting my people, falling humanity. Not knowing what to do, no continued study, and in my studies I came across the following and attached the information that cleared up a plethora of understandings and misunderstandings and miseducation. Document 1. Document 1 was located while seeking information on Sindia, S-I-N-D-I-E. I wanted to know if there was any documentation that admitted the dissolving of the government at the time of Sindia. I found this information under the title U.S. Legal History, USA, the Republic. USA Legal History, USA, the Republic. And the website is usa-the-republic.com. The author, writer, documented in 10 pages chronologically what happened in the fraud and usurpation of America. Great source of information. Document 2 is a 31-page.
What's the first one called?
U.S. Legal History, USA the Republic. U.S. Legal History, USA the Republic. And the website that should come up, or the website that it's on, is usa-the-republic.com. The author/writer documented in 10 pages chronologically what happened in the fraud and usurpation of America. Document 2. Document 2 is a 30-page article from the same site, which was supposedly written by a former or present unnamed judge who researched the history of the American and U.S. government. He tells it like it is in the article entitled The Matrix and the U.S. Constitution. The Matrix and the U.S. Constitution. There is valuable information in the article document with citations for further research that can be presented to your audience if you choose to utilize the information. And then it's the same homepage. These are modern Europeans presenting the information, so all may not be agreed upon by Moorish Americans. However, the information present is of considerable value to Moorish Americans who erroneously call themselves citizens of the United States. It concisely shows they perpetrated the fraud and how they protected themselves in the process. Go to the main menu near the middle of the page under United States Constitution and start at the index page for Matrix U.S. Constitution, respectively. Honors to you, thanks for your time and dedication and excellency of your pursuit. Najwa Veronique Hawa El.
That's great.
Great.
It is, but sometimes you hear Taj talking about these things.
Yeah.
And then he just gives you a lot, and he
Yeah.
doesn't always go
Always
deep, into little
digest.
detail.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's good when people, it's wonderful that people send stuff in,
No, I'll link you later. That's our class. You're going internet? Alright, yeah, but I'll be done in about half hour though. I'll link you before I get it. Alright. Vlog. Yesterday, went to this store and exercised my birthrights while showing my nationality card to the store manager and employees. Throughout the process, the ladies at the counter told and showed me that there was also a tax-exempt button for diplomats, which I never knew. Once I read the definition of diplomatic agent in Black's Law 4th edition, I'm seeing more the game of privileges within this de facto government. Please correct me if I'm wrong. A, Guamanico L. Right? So, I was talking to somebody about, who was I talking to? When they talk about, diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity.
Diplomatic agent.
Diplomatic immunity is really them stealing your birthright. Because majority of times this applies to somebody that's a foreigner somewhere else. And then if they get into whatever, they claim this and then they can't get touched or whatever. Right? You see it on, 007, all that stuff. Something goes down, run to the embassy or whatever like that so that you're protected.
Yeah.
Right? Or they use the example of, out here they use the example of the old red plate or whatever like that. Right? That guy has a plate, you can't stop him because he's a diplomat from somewhere else or whatever. Well, I don't see them stop people from New York either. They're not diplomats. Why aren't they stopping them? Right? Why did they just get them passed? Unless they have some type of what do you call it? Speed racing, whatever, charge or whatever like that. They're not giving them no tickets or nothing. They're telling them be careful, you know what I mean, and carry on. Right? But it's really birthright. Under the guise of immunity. Right? Or we could say exemption from being bothered by people who aren't diplomats. Right? You have
Diplomatic agent.
diplomatic agent.
Diplomatic agent of Black's Law's Dictionary, 4th edition. Diplomatic agent, in international law, a general name for all classes of persons charged with the negotiation, transaction, or superintendence of diplomatic business in one nation at the court of another.
And then remember that court is out there, right? Black's Law Dictionary, court, no ceiling. Open space with no roof is a court, right? So in international law, they're supposed to be handling certain business transactions or whatever like that. Now, we have this as Moorish Americans. We have this. When you put down your nationality card and they don't take taxes off, diplomatic immunity. When they say, give me a license, you give a nationality card, and they say, oh, sorry, here, your stuff back, whatever like that, diplomatic immunity, right? When you write a writ to whoever, right? Tell them you need to reply to me in 30 days or whatever. They don't reply, diplomatic immunity. But really, it's birthright. What they're really doing is recognizing that certain people on the planet have a birthright. That no matter where they go, their birthright is acknowledged. But if they call it birthright, instead of diplomatic immunity, then it will give birthright.
So I can have it.
Then everybody can have access. And they don't want everybody having access because there's so many people classified as stateless that they can't have stateless people claiming that they have this. Right? Stateless people can't claim that they have this. Only nationals can have this.
Here, well, I got a better